Welcome to tonight's Change Call. This is Milo with you, and we have a great call, a couple surprises for you guys today. So we appreciate your patience. We appreciate your support. March was an awesome month, record-breaking month. We were actually in our executive meeting yesterday talking about this and how we grew compared to February, which was our biggest month, by 15%. Compared to February, and then we looked at the March numbers from last year in March, and right now we're up 17%, which is great news, for Sisel. We see the passion, we see the excitement, the energy out in the field. We see just the people calling us excited about their volume going up, the signups going up. The people calling us about the product testimonials, about the weight going down, fat going down. So that's really good, but we're very excited here, even at corporate, to listen to you guys, to listen to your testimonials, to listen to your hitting new ranks, getting a record number in volume. So that's great things that we see that happened in March. We see a lot of great things coming in the future. We're going to be starting to travel here at the end of May. We have a trip planned in PA and Ohio. I know that we have a couple more tours in June, tours everywhere. So get with your leaders. Let them know that you're ready to do a meeting. I'm more than happy to be out there to talk to you guys and see how we can accommodate that. I'm going to start traveling, like I say, and last week of May, and we want to make this year a record-breaking year, and we are on the process of doing this. So we are very happy to be supporting you. We have other things that we're doing right now while we're not traveling. We have this live calls that we do a week. We have the Wealth Builder call every Monday night at 6:00 Utah time. We shared the link. We had some issues a little earlier, but we cleared that. So we have that going on at 6:00 every single Monday. We send texts, we send emails with the phone numbers, so make sure that you get those. Also, every Tuesday night at 7:00, we have our weight loss call, and that call is the same number that we use for our regular calls. So we have that on an email as well. So yeah, we're trying to support you guys as much as we can. Please make sure you invite your guests on the weight loss call. We have people to share tips and tricks on how they're doing to lose weight. How they're doing it. So it's a great call for guests to participate and see how you guys are making it happen. So we have those two calls available. One thing that we would like to announce before I pass the time to Aaron is that we extended our challenge 1 month for the whole month of April. For some reason, the report for the leaderboard wasn't working, and still we're going to be uploading here the next couple of days the correct version. But we're going to give everybody a chance to see where they're at and work this next month, earning points by recruiting, by purchasing the Sisel Thin and Sisel Sport, and by maintaining the people that they brought since January. So that's going to be extended to the end of this month for North America, and for Australia, New Zealand, and Europe, they're going to be extended for the end of May. So that way we have, everybody has the same amount of time to participate and earn the big prizes, the $5,000 prizes for the first prize. So right now we're in momentum. People are losing weight. People are getting testimonials with the new product. It's a great time for you guys to go out there and share your story, share the Mero mission, share these awesome products with people. The promotion that we have for this month of April, it's called a throwback sale promo, and you've seen some cool videos that our marketing team put together, and it's on Facebook, and I think we sent a couple emails with it as well. It's pretty much discounting the swag that we had here at our facilities, 80-90%. So if you guys want any of the swag, some watches and some stuff that we had, make sure that you log into your back office and see what we have, the size that we have. Once we get sell out, it's pretty much gone. You can call customer service and see what we have. So this is still supplies last. Okay, so make sure that you call early if you want some of the throwback swag that we had that's still available. Okay, so anyway, I'm not going to be spending any more time. I'm going to now pass the time to our VP of Global Sales and Marketing, Mr. Aaron. Aaron, as you know, is over the global Sisel sales and marketing, and he does a great job, being on the phone all day, every day. No matter where we see him here in the office, walking to one side of the building or the other, he's always with his headphones, talking to Europe or talking to Japan or wherever. He's always super busy trying to make sure that everything goes smoothly throughout the world, and is doing an awesome job. So, Aaron, the time is yours. Go ahead.
Well, Milo, thank you so much. And I certainly appreciate it. And of course, everybody needs to know that there's a guy like Milo who can keep all this stuff straight in his head. And I don't know how he does it, but the fact is that he does it. And it's great for us to obviously have that opportunity to hear from Milo each week as he does his Wealth Builder system, takes people through a lot of information. And folks, I'm telling you, we had a very large group come in about a week and a half ago. And I think Milo's probably pointed to this. But the fact is, we had all of these people show up, and these guys were so excited about the Wealth Builder that when we finalized the meeting, it was about, and Milo can shake his head as he hears me say this, but I think we had about 20 people here. I think 18 people signed up as Wealth Builders during that meeting. And when you hear about that, it wasn't just that it stopped at 18 when they finished. They literally came back the next day and kept signing up and enrolling new people. And then literally over the course of the last week, Milo has been on the phone with them every single day and enrolling people, placing people, making sure that they're ready for the activities that have to happen in order to make sure that the placements are done, that the timelines and the timeframes are hit. And literally in the process of doing that, said, hey, by the way, Tuesday it'll be the following week. Tuesday, we've got a big group coming in. It's the same group with all new people that are excited to come in and spend some time with us, see the factory and see all the things that are happening. And we had a chance to see Pat Garrett today. And I think one of the things that I've recognized is that people are ready to get back to work. People are ready to be face-to-face. People are ready to be belly-to-belly. People are ready to go back to the ways that this industry was built in the first place, and that is getting people together, having like-minded thoughts and ideas and suggestions and conversations and education as people really think about what it is that we need to do to help everybody have a great, successful, healthy lifestyle. And so that's the stuff that we love. And I think about Milo as he goes through that each Monday. That's an opportunity for you not to know everything about the Wealth Builder system, but to let Milo teach everybody about the Wealth Builder system. And that's really the bottom line, folks. We have an expert, a specialist that can take you through it. And my recommendation is every single week, invite those people that are interested in building a business to the Wealth Builder seminar, the webinar, and have Milo take them through that detail, because there's nothing like it in the industry. And we heard that from everybody that came in that day. We've heard it over the course of the last couple of years since we introduced it. And we're going to hear it, or we're going to continue to hear it as people learn more about it. And this system is continuing to grow month over month over month. We just ran reports, and it's growing all around the world. And I've asked Milo to help me out in different parts of the world, because he's the only guy that can explain the whole thing. So it's important for you guys to know, you don't have to know everything. Let Milo teach people about it. Let Milo teach people how to place. Let Milo take people through the understanding of what it is, how it works, and why it works the way it works. And I'm telling you, there's nothing like this program. So I hope that more of you take advantage of that Monday call. Now, on Tuesdays, as Milo mentioned, it's our weight loss and what I would consider to be a fitness conversation, because we're really moving into the next phase. And the next phase is fitness. The next phase is really about getting back in shape. It's about making sure that our lifestyle is intact, that our decisions that we make are helping us take those next steps so that we can feel the way we want to feel, but also help others feel the way they hope to feel. And so our goal is always to help people along this path, to give them the opportunities, to give them the hope, the strength, and the encouragement that they need, because every one of us needs that support. But the fitness side is not just about your weight loss. It's not just about your inches. It's not just about your muscle gains. It's about your brain. It's about your heart. It's about your business. So how fit is your business? How fit are your are your thoughts? How fit is your heart and your desire to help others? And that's really a part of the fitness that we're going to talk about and really exploit over the next number of weeks. But tonight, we have the special opportunity, the special pleasure, as we rolled out the weight loss contest literally over the course of the first part of January, letting everybody know how to compete, how to participate, and how to contribute. And so, of course, we had a lot of activity on social media. And I'm going to ask Milo if he would take a few minutes and just recognize those honorable mentions, those people that have done a spectacular job of really getting out there and showing people that they can be successful, jumping on our calls on those Tuesday night calls, being on social media, using the hashtag SiselThin, and really being a part and a participant of this is so important to us, because I recognize that not everybody has the opportunity to be a part of this on a daily basis. But our hope is that you can find that encouragement, that you can find that support, that you can find those people that can help us really achieve whatever it is that we're trying to achieve. So Milo, I don't know if you've got that list in front of you, and we can always, I can see his face, we can always come back to it later, or we can make the announcement later, not a problem. But I wanted to say, look, we've got so many people that have really taken that step necessary to help others. And that was really the goal of this contest. It's not just about how much weight I've lost. It's not just about how much weight Milo's lost. It's not about the people that are out there that you guys are going to hear from tonight. It's about the number of people that they impacted. It's about the number of people that they helped. It's about the number of people that chose to be encouraged by them and to be coached by them and to have that accountability. You know, we've said that for years with Ray Hutchison. Ray Hutchison stepped in years and years ago, and he said, look, I want to be an accountability coach to a lot of people. And I bring him into the equation because we've seen so many people take that lead and become leaders. And so when we talk about this contest, we really recognize that there were many facets or pieces of it that we wanted to exploit. And so the first person that I want to welcome on tonight, and the person that I'm excited about bringing on tonight, is our third place winner in this weight loss contest. It's $250 that Barb Grindy has won. And again, I want Barb to just talk a little bit about what she did, how she did it, why she did it that way, but more so, how many people she impacted, how many people she touched, and what products she got excited about, and what products she got other people excited about as she started her weight loss journey. So Barb Grindy, if you would, I know that you were driving across states, not just a state, but states earlier when we chatted and we congratulated you. But I wanted to have you jump on because in Pennsylvania, I congratulated you. You look just fantastic. But the fact is that you helped so many people by encouraging and supporting them over the course of that 90-day period. So tell everybody, if you would, what's happened and how you've helped so many people achieve not only what they hope to achieve, but maybe more so how they expected to actually have an outcome that was fantastic. So Barb Grindy, welcome to the call.
Thank you, Aaron. Yeah, we just walked in the door about an hour ago, and Aaron knows how big our state is. So 11 hours in the car. And then I had to run up and get my dog. So I'm a little crazy right now. But no, I've been on weight loss journeys. I've been on fitness journeys. And when these products came out, it brought me back to those days. And I talked to my trainer because I started going to a trainer about 6 months ago. And once we could because of COVID. And she read those products. She is so excited. She can't wait to use them, but she's pregnant right now and she doesn't want to do it right now. She wants to do the whole thing. So that was my first excitement. The ladies at the gym, when they hear her and I talking, what are you talking about? So that brings up a lot of things. And I've sold things outright from my house, but I'm getting them signed in. And then my team, I have a few people on my team using the products, and Barbara Lewis has been an inspiration to me. I'm just going to say that because she's doing fantastic too. But just to put these out, I read the rules and I thought, I'm just going to do what it says. I'm not going to worry about winning. That's not what I do. I challenge myself. It's all inner challenge to push me. And when I push me, people see it and it pushes them. And the questions happen. And what happened today, and I was telling Aaron and them, but we were going through the mountains, so it cut out. I haven't really had time to use the Sisel app. Well, today I got like 4 messages from people. What's the Sisel Thin? What's the Sisel Sport? And I'm going, well, the brochures are on the app, the PDFs are on the app. So I use those. So I have these 4 people to follow up with. They're reading them right now. My phone was dinging earlier. And I just said, guys, let's wait till tomorrow. I'm exhausted. I want to do this right with you. So I've got that going on. I've got the gym fired up. I'm hoping they're selling to a new person. And I'm hoping that person will open the door and let me put them on their shelves. And that's what I'm really, really excited about. I'm just excited about helping people. And I've had people from other teams question me. And that's what I love about Sisel is we share with everybody else. We don't just work our team. We are one big family. And like Aaron and I talked in Pennsylvania, it doesn't matter because if the word of Sisel gets out, we're helping each other because we want that word to be in everyone's home. And so that's what I do. I just go out and I share. I did an event downtown, and that's all I focused on was our weight loss products or fit. I don't like to call them weight loss products, change products, lifestyle change, getting healthier. And people are saying, are you going to do another one of those? We want to look at that. So I'm going to set up some smaller group things at a local restaurant. They have a room and just go back and start doing my weekly or biweekly meetings there. Now that we're opening back up and we don't have a mask mandate here, which is nice. And we can just open things up again. But that's what I am. I don't know. I was told as a child by my brothers I was weird because I gave my toys away to people that didn't have toys. And that's just who I am. I like to share with people. I just love to share. And I love to open up my home. I love to open up everything for everybody to come and see and do and just help people get healthy, feel good. And that's what it's about. And that's what Sisel's done for Paul and I. We're in our mid 60s. And I can tell you, I don't feel like I'm in my mid 60s. I think of my grandparents and my mother and father who are all gone and they all died very young. I'm not going to be there. I'm going to do the Mauer mission and be like Tom says, I'm going to go to that 120. So that's what I did.
Well, Barb, again, congratulations. And I think a lot of people are probably interested. Was there any type of regimen that you used the Sisel products in, for instance, waking up in the morning and hitting the Sisel Sport or the Sisel Thin in mid-morning, et cetera?
I did the Sisel Thin in the morning because I always eat a bigger breakfast than I do a midday meal. So I did it then. And on my days of workouts, I would do Sisel Sport like 20 minutes before I headed to the gym. Because I know with any type of energy drink, you want to give it time before you get on that treadmill or get on whatever elliptical to warm up to go do your weight training. So I did that. And I also, when I got home, I would drink Sisel Ripped on the way home. I always had a pack with me and threw it in my shaker bottle. And I drank that the 2 miles home. I'm kind of like you, Aaron. Let's just gorge it down, get it all in there. And so I did that. And then I would come home and just get ready for work. And by midday, sometimes I didn't feel hungry, but I felt like I needed something. So I would go to the H2 water because I wanted to get that in. And it was really hard because I like regular water, but I found I was mixing all these up and I'm finally going, I've got to figure this out. So basically, I made sure I had 1 H2, 1 Sisel Sport, and usually 2 Sisel Rips. I drink Sisel Ripped with dinner just because I know I'm going to tighten up when I go to bed at night and wake up achy. So I do that. And then I took all of our supplements. And I also took a couple extra Sisel Super Omegas because I know it helps with weight loss. That's from my competition days. So I was taking 5 of those a day, 2 in the morning and 3 at night. And that seemed to help. I did lose 10 pounds. I lost close to 10 inches. And I'm not worried about the weight because I know my muscles are strengthening up where they should be. I'm getting definition in my back and my shoulders that I haven't had for a while. And I don't know, I don't have a strict regimen, but I just made sure I got so much per day on them and I did it. But I also did the Sisel Thin at night for my evening meal. Because it's not a big meal, but it's a heavier meal because I would do protein and my greens and just do that. I didn't do keto. I did probably more of a Whole30 program, which is similar to keto. It's just not the dairy because I can't do the dairy. So, and that worked well for me. And I had been doing the whole 30 off and on for the last few months anyway. But I did have a couple cheat days. I mean, I did on our way over going to see our daughter. We stopped and I had a nice beer in Billings and it was very refreshing. But I can tell you, I didn't feel that great the next morning just because it's heavy. But I don't think you have to in a lifestyle change. I've also been a person that's coached people in losing weight. I've owned a diet center. I've had a few other things, but you have to learn to live with this. So you don't want it so strict that you can't reach for that Hershey Kiss that's in a bowl or something like that. But you need to just moderate what you do. You need to do portion control and also planning. And I journal. I do journal. I write down everything that I've eaten, what I've done for workouts. I mean, it's all in one book, even with Sisel, what I do for Sisel, what I do for my other business, just so I know what I've done during the day and to get things done. And journaling is good, but also pre-planning your food. We did drive, so you should pre-plan for your snacks. Otherwise, you're going to run into that truck stop and grab that bag of chips. You guys were teasing me on the phone, yeah. But I told him, I had a 6-pack of pop and a pan of brownies. So we did have brownies in the car, but I only had a half of one. My husband got the rest from my daughter. But no, it's all just planning and mindset. Get your mind going and don't think of it as a punishment. And that's what a lot of people, when they go for weight loss, they think of it as a punishment. And it's not a punishment. Look at the end goal and set little milestones. If you're going to lose 100 pounds, don't think I'm going to lose 100 pounds in 3 months because you're setting yourself up for failure. But set up small goals. Okay, I lost a half pound this week. That doesn't seem like enough. That's big. Any weight loss is big. Any inches are big. And that's what you have to do.
Well, right on, Barb. And, for everybody, just so you know, of course, we traveled in March and we had a chance to see each other out in Pennsylvania. And I walked up to Barb and I literally, when she says 10 inches, you guys have to realize 10 inches is pretty significant, especially when you're a small person. So I walked up to Barb.
I think I'm small.
Well,
sure.
No, I walked up, I said, wow, I cannot believe how good you look. And Barb's just, but normal Barb, she doesn't want the credit. She doesn't want to take any credit at all. But the fact is that it was very impressive. And so, Barb, again, congratulations. You're really an inspiration to a lot of people. And we certainly appreciate everything you do every single day to get people on calls and, the hashtag SizzleThin and being willing to put yourself out there is also tough. I haven't put myself out there yet.
Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah, as always. Well, Barb, thank you so much. And we're going to shift gears. We're going to switch over to a guy out in Florida who's just absolutely just like Barb. He's just constant and consistently on the social media and on the calls and promoting and inspiring and coaching and doing all these wonderful things. And Tim Proctor lost 31 pounds. And I think about it, in terms of Tim, he's a big guy. He's a big, stout guy. But the fact is that he said, look, I'm going to lose my weight. I'm going to be an example of being a product of the product. I'm going to show people how well I've done. And so he did constantly just put himself out there. And so, Tim, we had a great conversation earlier, but 31 pounds is very significant. And it was over the course of the 90-day period. And you just killed it. And so we had a funny chat earlier today. We were chatting about how well Tim had done and the fact that he's been using the sport, he's been using the Thin and all the other products, because I know what he spends every month. And it's a lot of money on products, but he and Pam go through it. I'm sure they feed the family and feed the neighborhood as well. But again, Tim, congratulations, taking second place. $500 goes to you, but I'm just super excited about the healthy lifestyle that you've been able to accomplish, as well as teach so many others how to accomplish it as well. So Tim Proctor, welcome to the call.
Thanks. And it was good talking to you and Milo and Jason earlier today too. But it's just like what Barb's saying. I was doing it not to win the contest. And really a lot of the contests that are out that we've done in the past, it wasn't that I was out there to win it. I just wanted to participate in it because I knew I needed to get better at what I do. And like you said, being the example, the same with Barb. I posted up on Facebook a lot of times, on LinkedIn as well. And there were always anywhere from 40 to 90 people that would reply back, and people would ask. And what I like is when I go to church, people would start asking because they would read the post and they say, what is it you're doing? Because you're looking a whole lot better, and because we sing on the praise team, so we're up in front of everybody. And it was just nice for that people would ask. Our networking group with the chamber, the same thing. People were saying, what is it you're doing? What can I get? So we have some people that signed up as customers and got the product, and they're using them, and they're having some success as well. But it's just being the example. That's really the truthful thing that we try doing, because it isn't, even though the 31 pounds is nice, I still want to lose about another 50 more to get down to about 220. Because as we were talking, yes, initially when we joined Sisel, I lost weight. But after I retired, I wasn't as active working outside as much. And in Florida, the heat will burn it off of you too. So I did put some back on. And so when these products came out, I know Ray was actually, since he was on the council and trying them early, he kept trying to say, hey, I'm going to see if I can get you some early to try it. And that didn't work out. But when they came out in January, it was the first thing I ordered, got on them. And I've lost weight before, like I said, and I know it's not like Barb said, you don't need to try setting a goal of 100 pounds in a 30-day period or 90-day period, because you are setting yourself up for failure. Or if you do it, you're going to be very unhealthy once you do it. And so with these products, I was so happy with them because of taking them at the times that I was taking them. It kind of blocked some of the hunger pains, if you want to call it that, or the got to go get something to eat type thing. Energy during the day. So I was excited about all of this that was going on. And like you said, just being the example for people out there, both on Facebook, on our team, as Barb says, other teams, because we do work with everybody else out there. So it's not just us. And even on our team call that we do, and I'm sorry, Milo, it's at the same time as your webinar. So we do promote that too. So people do hopefully go over there. But, we have other people on other teams that join us on our calls. Just like I know Laura does a call on Wednesdays, and they're open for everybody. And we just promote the products and promote the system and just be the example.
Well, and so I know that we had the funny conversation. I've got all kinds of messages popping up, everybody congratulating everybody. So congrats to you guys. But I had made the comment, it was definitely not a gender role by any means, but I said, hey, I bet Pam is really taking care of you. And Pam jumped on the phone immediately and said, no. Tim's taking care of himself. He's making his own meals. He's doing everything he needs to do to take care of it. So Pam, congrats to you as well, because that's a big push to get a guy, doing some new tricks, I guess, is part of it. But Tim, the other thing is that when you retired, unfortunately, retirement meant that you all of a sudden started helping everybody around the neighborhood, mowing things and doing all kinds of wonderful things. So that's also, like you said, when you're in Florida and you've got the heat and the humidity, you can't help but melt those pounds off. So the fact is that when you were more active, did you think that Sisel Sport may have been a part of that? The energy that came from the keto diet, maybe the Sisel Thin?
Well, and I didn't do the full keto. I did more proteins. I did more or less a modified one, but I did cut back on carbs, things like that. But the kind of the regimen or the system that I would do, since we didn't have the fire and iced tea back in January when we first started, because I'd always take that first thing in the morning, since it had the buffered caffeine in there and it would give you energy. I did do the Sisel Sport in the morning. And so being able to get out there and do things earlier in the day, because we also work in our food ministry and we move anywhere from 24 to 30 boxes that are about 40 to 50 pounds in a couple of hour time frame, and then go through them all. So, you're picking those up. And so needed the energy in the morning, taking the Sisel Thin and then having a Sisel Shake first thing in the morning. Then normally I have a light lunch. I don't eat real heavy. and then take again another Sisel Sport in the afternoon to replenish the energy that I just used all up. And then I'd do some of the Sisel Thin in the evening and have an evening meal, and then also have a shake in the evening with just water, because that way I don't get the little munchies later on. But if I needed a snack, I would have a little bit of cottage cheese. I'd have some pecans, things like that. Pam did tell me, hey, we have all this fruit over here that you can have, strawberries. Well, according to the diet plan, I can only have limited numbers. So I'd have one or two of the strawberries, a half a banana here and there, things like that, so that the sugars wouldn't build up. So I did change. And if on my posting, I never did say a weight loss. I always said lifestyle change, because that's what it was for me. And you did kid Pam about getting me and kicking me in the rear to keep going that way. But there were things that she said, I don't want to be the person that tells you, you have to do this, you need to do that. And so she's a wise woman in that area. But so it was on me. And I always liked the comments that she made. Hey, because this morning there was a shirt that was always tight on me. I put it on. She said, hey, that looks loose on you now. So, those little motivational things, those always help out. And so it's a lot of things that I tried doing a little differently. Now, Barb said she got the Coke and the pan of brownies. Well, Pam has some allergies, so her brownies are actually chickpeas, beans, cocoa powder, some applesauce, some, things like that into it. So they're healthy brownies. So Barb, you could eat a whole pan of hers and still be okay. But that's what we tried doing. And again, I'm just excited about what it has done for me, because of having more energy during the day, being able to focus a little bit more, because after being outside working, I would come in, air conditioning, get relaxed in the afternoon, start to get a little tired. So I take that, like I said, I take the sport in the afternoon once I come back in as well. And I'm able to be on the computer working with the team and all that, and just be able to stay focused on that.
He's healthier, so I win.
Absolutely. You want that guy around for a long time, Pam. So we know that. We do too. Tim, Pam, you guys have a great team. You guys are incredible. Thank you for everything you guys do. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, so we're going to now shift gears again. And I'll tell you one thing that I love, and Milo mentioned this earlier, is that when you look at the number of people that are supporting us and this big family of Sisel, when we talk about, Tim talked about it with people jumping on his calls with Tim and Pam. Barb talked about people jumping on her calls, or Laura Bacini's calls, or other people's calls. I know we've got a number of different people that are on the call tonight. The Bill Whiteleys that have calls that are consistent. I even see Keith Wilkins down in Australia right now, bouncing into the call tonight, welcoming and congratulating people. And it's such a great feeling to know that we've got so many people around us that are doing so much to support each other. And it doesn't matter where you land in a line. None of that matters. What matters is the fact that we're here to help encourage, to support, to be participants, to be contributors, and all of those wonderful things. And so I tell you that I am absolutely enthused like crazy right now, because I'm going to introduce the number one winner over this last 90-day period, and that's Elsie Stolzfus. Now, Elsie, the reason that this is such a cool thing that we wanted to talk about is that when I was out in Pennsylvania, prior to that, obviously, we had Elsie on calls and had talked a little bit about her team environment, the things that she had set up and the things that she had decided to do to really focus on making sure that her team was supported and that she had kind of that accountability coach type mentality. And then what we realized is that over the course of time, Elsie had different people that were jumping on the calls, and all of a sudden her team was at 23 pounds lost, and all of a sudden her team was at 40 pounds lost, and 60 and 90 and 100. Well, guess what, folks? Over the course of that 90-day period, she and her team ended up at about 360 pounds lost. 360 pounds lost, folks. And this was a group of individuals that would call in every single Wednesday, and they would talk about their weight loss, and they would talk about the things that had happened, or the good that had happened over the last week, or maybe the bad that had happened over the last week. Why was their weight up, or why was their weight down? And what did they eat, and what did they do? And all those wonderful things that have to happen. But most of all became encouragement. And so most of the people that we saw in Pennsylvania that stood up on the stage, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there were about 6 or 7 individuals that made it out to the event, as well as got up on stage, and Elsie went through and interviewed them a little bit interview style. But the fact is that each one of them said, you know what? Elsie was there every single Wednesday to teach us and to talk about things and to encourage us and to support them. And it wasn't about judgment. It wasn't about, hey, you know, boy, you can do better. It was about, we are encouraging each other to do great things with our life and to have the lifestyle and to have this wonderful mechanism, this vehicle that we all need to get better and to do better and to make big improvements in our lifestyle. So I am certainly impressed, but I'm also excited to bring on Elsie Stoltzfus as she talks a little bit about some of the journey, if you will, of those people that did so well and how they did it. So Elsie, congratulations. $1,000 is insignificant in terms of what you've been able to do for so many people, getting them into a healthy lifestyle. Elsie Stoltzfus, welcome to the call and congratulations. Take everybody through this journey and what people have been able to accomplish with your help and support.
Good evening, Aaron. Thank you for the $1,000 and for the encouragement you guys give. The 1,000, like you said, is that's not why I did it. I had no idea I was winning anything. It was such a surprise. It came as a huge surprise today when Milo said that he wants to give me a call later. I thought, oh, okay, I wonder what's going on, and picked up the phone, and he said, I'm on speakerphone with Tom Jr. and Aaron and Jason and Milo, and I'm not sure who all was there. I thought, well, what happened? Did I do something wrong, you know? But then you guys all started cheering and congratulating me. So it was a huge surprise. And like I said, it wasn't something I knew that I was, I thought it was social media related. And I thought, well, that's cool. You know, I'm glad that those people are doing stuff on that end. It's not how I build my business. But so when I got the call, it was a surprise. But I have a list of quotes from Tom that he said over the years that I jotted down and I kept. And one of the number one quote that I have is, if it's to be, it's up to me. I could hear him say that. He said that so many times. If it's to be, it's up to me. So if you have a Sisel business or if you need to lose weight, if it's to be, it's up to me. And that is how I use that for my business, because it's a simple thing, but it's very true. It kind of hits you in the head like, all right, it's up to me. So when the weight loss products came out, I knew that I wanted to lose weight, and I also knew that a lot of my team wanted to lose weight. And a weight loss journey is always a lot easier when you have somebody to be accountable to. So I thought, well, who could I be accountable to? And who's my team going to be accountable to? So why not me? I could lead with my team and have them call. And we set up this weight loss challenge on our team call that we do. And I encourage them all to duplicate that, because that's how our business is built, by duplicating and by helping other people and reaching down and teaching the next person how to do that. So it rippled out, and we did 8 weeks. We did it in four week segments. So each 4 week there was a prize. I said the first place winner will get a change starter pack from me. Second place, a Sisel Sport, and third place is Sisel Thin. So to have a challenge, you need a prize of some sort. So of course, it really got people serious about it. And the first 4 weeks, I think we had close to 30 people. And the second 4 weeks, we had around 20, I don't remember exactly. There was a few that dropped out. Some were just doing it for maintenance. It doesn't matter. It was all about helping each other. So we probably averaged about 25, 23 people. And now we're on the third challenge, third 4 week. And I asked Katie Ann Koblenz if she would monitor this one because we have a lot going on in April. So she said she would do that. So I'm happy to see that the team is stepping up, and I'm still offering up helping her with the prize, but they're calling her each Wednesday to check in, and then we go over it on our team call to update everybody. So it has been very successful in accountability, even if people haven't lost weight each and every week. They still know that they need to call. Wednesday morning is coming up, and I need to call. I better not eat that cookie, So for me, it has done a lot in keeping me on track, and I'm happy with the weight loss that I had. I lost 21 pounds. The last 3-4 weeks, I've been maintaining. I didn't stay. I don't like a strict diet either. So I decided to see how it would be with maintaining, because often when I do diets or did diets in the past, I would end up coming off the diet and gaining 5 or 10 pounds back pretty quickly. But I haven't done that with this. I ate Easter eggs yesterday. I ate some last week, So, and I'm staying right exactly where I was. So I was very happy with that. Now, I'm not going and eating a bunch of sandwiches, or I just try to stay away from bread and cookies, but I do want to get back into really losing another 20, because that's one of my goals. So I'm grateful for the team that participated. I am grateful for my team. I love my Sisel family, and I love my Sisel business. I enjoy what I do, because another quote that I have is that Tom always said, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. So if you're not having fun with your Sisel business, take a look at what you're doing. See if you could make some changes and do the business in a way that it is fun to you. You don't have to do the business the way I do it or the way that Laura or anyone does it. You can do it how you want to do it. It's not there's no one right way to build your Sisel business. The key is to stay consistent, do something every day that will move you forward. Don't burn yourself out. I have to remind myself time and again to take a little bit of time and sit on the porch. I did that tonight, actually, when we got off the call with you, Aaron. I made myself a huge cup of coffee. Amanda Koblenz gave me this mug for Christmas. It says, "You can change the world." It's a large mug. It has stars on it, and it says, "You can change the world." And I love that mug. So I took that. I put 2 scoops of coffee in it. I thought, I'm going to have a good, strong cup of coffee, and I even put extra cream in just to celebrate a little bit. So take a little bit of time. You don't have to take a month off. Take an hour and just sit on the porch, or reward yourself when you accomplish something so you can keep going. So I'm thankful for the opportunity to work this little business. And one mistake that a lot of people make is they think like an employee, not an entrepreneur. You have to remind yourself you're your own boss. You're the one that has to get up in the morning and tell yourself what to do. So switch your mindset, because we are programmed to go to work and do what the boss says. So if you're not in that work environment, who's going to tell you what to do? You are an entrepreneur, and you have to call the shots and set your hours and do the work. So it's not, it won't happen if you don't do the work. There's still a lot of work involved, and consistency, and it's a people business. So learn how to communicate with people and to work with people, not above people or to tell people what to do. Be an encourager. I usually like to to apply, like think about positive pressure. Don't pressure people, but create positivity that then it pressures them into doing what they want to do anyway. So I hope that helps, Aaron. I'm excited to see what this year will bring. And again, thanks for having me on the call, and thank you for doing these challenges. It's a lot of fun when you get a call when you're doing the things that you should be doing anyway, and you get rewarded for it. So thanks to the whole Sisel team there.
Well, Elsie, thank you. It is such a pleasure, of course, to hear from each of you and just your thoughts, your ideas, your feedback, your commitment to people, your commitment to your team, the passion that you lead with. And of course, that leadership shines through. It's fun for me to hear it from my side, because as you were talking, it was great to hear about Katie Ann stepping up and others stepping into those roles of leadership and stepping into an opportunity to help others and to be a participant, but not only a participant, but a contributor. And I keep on saying that because I think too often we find ourselves kind of getting lost a little bit in this morass of people and issues and things that we have going on around us that are just so much noise and so much energy being sucked from us, that when we come together for good, it's an opportunity to really see people shine. And I see it all over the place. And I, of course, had the opportunity out in Pennsylvania to see so many people step up and really step to the forefront. And I'll leave everybody with this, because I wanted to take literally an hour. I figured we'd take an hour tonight, but I wanted to take an hour and really just focus on the good in the world right now, the good that we can provide, the good that we can do, the good for the opportunity to help others and to be a participant and to give people a chance to be a contributor in our world and to be a part of this movement, because we have a chance to change a lot of people's lives. They're trying to find somebody, something, somewhere, some way to help them out of the world that we're living in right now, which is really difficult at times. And we want to give people that opportunity to have hope again. And we want to give them that opportunity to really strive to be something bigger than what they thought they could be, because they've always been held back. And Elsie, you just said it the best. The fact is, we have so many people that act like employees, that act like, wait for somebody to tell you what to do. Well, the fact is, don't wait around for somebody to tell you what to do. And the greatest thing about this industry, and the reason that people have so much success in this industry, is that they have an opportunity to do things that they want to do. And they do it because they want to do it. And they do it because they want to help others do it. And that's really where we see people shine. So folks, if you were invited to this call today, and you wanted to learn more about the people and about the company and about the weight loss and about all those wonderful attributes that we have to offer, fantastic. Get back with that person that invited you to this call and ask them, why is it that people lost so much weight? Why is it that people got back in shape? Why is it that they were talking about fitness? Why is it that they were talking about the Maurer mission and what we would call the Sisel Safe Guarantee? Why is it that all of these things are happening around this company and the growth, these tens of thousands of people around the world that are enjoying the same things that we're talking about tonight? They're enjoying them around the world, and we have these opportunities to help so many people. I can't wait. Next, we're going to talk about, or literally coming up close in the next month or so, we're going to talk about Australia, New Zealand. We're going to talk about Europe, and we're going to talk about Japan. So you guys are going to hear about all of it as we continue to keep this journey alive for so many people. But folks, don't let it die. Now is not the time to stop. Now is the time to push forward and to help more people and to take them along with you in your journey and to show them the way that they can absolutely do everything they need to do so that they have an opportunity to really take those next steps and to really achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve. Because as I always say, success is not measured by wealth alone. Success is measured by the opportunity to help others. Success is measured by your lifestyle, your healthy lifestyle, and getting back in shape and getting back in a better state of health. And obviously, financially, it's a great gift that we have a chance to teach people about this and be rewarded when we do it. So everybody, have a great day. Have a great night. Have a great morning for you guys that are in Australia that are on the call today. And for you guys that are in Japan as well, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And I'll turn it back over to Milo to close out the call. Good night, everybody.
Well, guys, thank you so much for attending this call. Like everyone was saying, make sure that you guys share this with people. We're going to be uploading that tomorrow on our Facebook page, on our the 801-704-6800 number as well. And make sure that you guys promote the calls that we have on a weekly basis, guys. The Mondays and Tuesday calls, there's just meant for you guys, for your guests, to make sure that you guys know that we're supporting you 100% of the time. So make sure that you guys reach to us in case you guys have any specific things. We'll be announcing the next tours here coming up soon for May and June. If you guys feel like you want to do a tour and have a couple of teams that you can probably get together with, let me know and we can plan something ahead to make sure that we go out about in your area and start sharing that the Maro mission with everybody. So thank you so much for participating tonight, guys. Have a great evening.